I used to be so beautiful, now look at me. My actions are unbeautiful, it's clear to see. Come on and step out of the cage and
All right, my bad, everybody. We had some technical difficulties, but it's your girl Riah X with the Riah X show. What it fucking do? I got my twin on here, baby, Sidney West. How it do?
What's up?
how you been? Like, you been all right? Shit, it's been a long ass time.
Oh yeah, I know, right? I've been okay. I just been like basically working, and I'm working on a business that I'm not gonna release yet. But I'm gonna be releasing. Yes, me and my best friend, me and my friend are actually going to go ahead and make like a little business that's coming up in the future. It's gonna be like a big thing. So only thing I'm gonna just say about it is gonna be a club. And then gonna have other things, but that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh shit! We ain't gonna leak too much, you know. We
of course not, because this is yes.
So is Chicago still? So how's Chicago though?
It's cold right now. The weather's kind of like rainy, gloomy, bad. I don't like it, but I mean, it's cool. Chicago's cool. I like it. You know, I've been here all my life, so like I like it. It ain't
what was it like for you in growing up in Chicago though?
All right, well, it was cool. Like, you know, I would just go ahead and go to school, everything like that. I mean, some things growing up, you know, as a kid, you're not supposed to see for me on the streets, but like other than that, it's like it's been cool with me. It's been cool with me growing up in the city, but you know, the people are shitty. I ain't gonna say
damn.
Like, some people are.
Damn, it's like that.
Some of the people, I ain't gonna say everybody, because you know everybody ain't like that, but like some of those people just be bogus. They just be and then you got your little superhero crackheads and all that. But you know,
I'm dead as fuck. She said superhero crackheads, y'all. They out here doing flips and cartwheels and shit, doing splits and shit,
they literally
doing parkour.
Everywhere. We literally had, well, rest in peace, but we literally had, you probably know or probably seen on the like, you know, World Star, whoever it is, but he was here in Chicago, and his name was he was the Tupac. He was the Tupac of the hood or something like that. And he was like literally, he had his little thing on, and he had like his pants on, like he kind of like resembled Tupac. So it's like we called him Tupac, you know, from the hood or whatever. But he would walk around and everything. But sadly, rest in peace, he died. But he was like he was a good dude, like, you know, he was like whatever. But other than that, like Chicago is Chicago. Chicago big as hell, but I still get lost. I'm not sure what it is. But you know, Chicago.
Right. Right. Now you know I gotta bring this up, bro.
And what's
how the fuck we gotta tell everybody how we met. we gotta tell these motherfuckers how we met.
This is how you came to. This is how we, like, people come to me. So I was on this thing called Yubo. It's an app where everybody can, you know, meet everybody from every different around the world, basically. Yeah. So I was live. I had my own live, and you know, back then I was popping. I was going in. So everybody, like, one person come on my live, like, damn, you look like this one shorty. I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, what are you talking about? And everybody just talking about you. I never met you in my life. I'm like, right. After a while, they introduced me, and I'm like, oh shit. And they're like, this is the girl I was talking about. I'm like, damn. I'm like, for real. I knew that's how I came out. That's how we became friends. We like, oh shit.
So yeah, we ended up we ended up on this app, y'all. Y'all probably don't even know what the fuck Yubo is, but Yubo is an app where everybody goes live and shit. People could join chat rooms, kind of like Bigo, kind of like Live Me if you got, or Periscope type shit. But what happened was Periscope ended up dying out. A lot of folks haven't been on that shit, and motherfuckers started hopping on Yubo.
True.
So what happened was one day motherfuckers was talking about we look like each other and shit, right? So I'm trying to figure out who I'm like, who look like me? Who? So I ended up finding you, and I was like, oh shit, that's twin. That's twin.
It is I.
remember the wild ass conversations we used to have on Yubo?
Everybody was so wild, and to the point where like everybody would get heated, and to the point where like, damn nigga, like you come to my city, okay, you gonna get popped, or you come here, you gonna get this.
Yeah.
Like it was so much
trying
going
to pop
on.
shit on the internet. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yes, it was literally like a real life MTV on a fucking like on your phone. Cause
For
like you're
real.
just like a whole reality.
It was definitely like so. It was definitely like some fucking Jersey Shore shit. Some fucking
it really was
fucking Bad Girls Club type shit.
Seriously, all
yo, motherfuckers
Even the
had
Kardashians.
clicks. Motherfuckers had clicks. You remember when motherfuckers had clicks?
Everywhere, every live you go in, a person, it's gotta be one person in that life that has like at least one click. Cause you know, it's just the fact that like it's crazy because when you go on a live, you start talking about something, they be like, hold on, bro, hold on, anything.
Right.
Your ass gonna get clapped. Your ass gonna be like, and then you're gonna be good a week later. Like, what up, homie? Like, what up? Yo, yeah, we squashed that. What the fuck?
Right. Yo, you like, remember, I don't know if you remember. But
what?
I'm gonna let everybody know this. All right, so when I first started Yubo, I had met this group of people, right? They were all from like different states, all of them. Somebody was from Chicago, somebody was from New York, somebody was from Louisiana type shit. It was called OTG. You remember OTG?
What did you do in it?
Okay, so you remember I forgot. It was there was this dude named Jay, and then there was this dude. It's been a long time. I forgot this nigga name, bro. It was shit. Just you remember Cook though, right? Cook.
What did he do? Like, what did he do? Give me something to remember.
I'm trying to remember, bro. Yeah. He was the dark skinned dude that will always be in the groups, and he be.
Did he try to talk to me?
Yes, he tried to talk to you, and he tried to talk to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I remember that nigga now, because that nigga tried to put one on me. I'm like, hold on.
All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little story. It was. All right, back when I was in OTG, when we was on that click shit, these motherfuckers would be beefing with every fucking click. You talking about
everybody?
There was some other click. I forgot what it was called, but it had this dude named Cook. It had this other dude named I don't know. There was like some other dudes. Somebody named Julian. Somebody named. I don't know. There was like some weird ass dudes and shit. So these motherfuckers would sit here and try to flirt with every chick in the clique.
Oh wait, was it? Wait. Was it? Did it have? He was light skinned, right?
Yeah, it was a.
He was light skinned. He was like a light skinned pretty boy.
It was a light skinned pretty boy, and he was Puerto Rican. You remember?
Exactly. I know who he's talking about, but I don't know his name because I liked him at first. Then he was like talking shit and he was doing too much. So I was like, no.
Yes.
But he was still like, girl. Oh.
right. And then it would be there was this girl that was in the clique. I don't know if you remember. You remember Coco?
Was she a little thick?
Yeah. She would always be on the live eating fucking Wendy's type shit.
Oh yeah, that fat ass motherfucker.
Yo, let me tell y'all, we had some beef, bro. Y'all gonna laugh. We had some beef, right? And it was over some shit. It was like I forgot what happened. Something had happened. I got into an argument with my aunt or some shit, and I had to leave or some shit, like something like that. And Coco was like, "Oh, you a bitch. Oh, you think you cool or some shit like that." I'm like, what? Bitch, what? Bitch, why you fighting with me on the internet though?
What is your problem?
Like, it'd be funny because like we was young as fuck while this was happening. So it would be like a whole bunch of kids on the internet trying to argue with grown ass people. And I'm like,
yes.
Where y'all come from?
Yes.
Where the fuck y'all come from?
so funny because they would pop in my life. Yo, I had this one guy. He tried to go at it at my brother because he came in there so sweet. It was so chill, like, right? He was like, I let him in my life, but I didn't know because his camera was off. So he was like, hi. And we're like, hey, like, how old are you? He like, I'm 10. We're like, we're having a good time.
Right.
My brother say something stupid. I forgot what he said stupid to him, but then he went off on my brother and he started like cursing. He's like, boy, get your little dick out and all some other shit. I'm like, why is he going off on my brother like that? My brother like, boy, if you don't sit here, they were just going at it. I'm like, y'all, stop, like, just stop. And he was just going and he was cursing at him. He was like, boy, with your knockoff Wolverine head ass on. I'm like, little kid, because my brother had like,
what's up with these kids today, y'all?
I don't know, cause he like, boy, don't get raped in a booty hole when you go to jail, foul.
What?
I told my brother, he's like, that's why you a fucking pedophile and shit. I'm like, nigga, where is you even from? He like, Ohio? What? I'm like, nigga, we're not here yet.
Hell no. What's up? Yo, where they parents at?
Cause that's what I'm saying.
You know, when we were young, when we were like around 10 years old, we didn't have that type shit to be going on the internet and shit. It's like, I know when I was a kid, my fucking parents would be like, or my grandparents and my dad would be like, nah, you can't have no social media account.
Exactly.
And then I remember I had made a MySpace when I was younger, right? So my dad was searching the internet trying to find me on social media. Tell me how the motherfucker found me on social media. That motherfucker beat my ass. You talking about beat my ass? He beat my ass.
Damn.
Hell yeah, he beat my ass because he's like, what the fuck you doing with a motherfucking social media account? You a damn kid.
See, I didn't even have Facebook until like maybe like 8th grade, going on to like, freshman year high school, but I did not have like no type of like none of that. Like I had none of that and everything. So it's like me growing up in my grammar school, I ain't never had that, but like other people in my grammar school did have that. And I'm just like, oh, what is that? Or, oh, what's this? Like, they have Facebook. Right. So when I got my Facebook in freshman, 8th grade, not freshman, but 8th grade, I was like, oh shit, or 7th grade or 8th grade, one of them. But I was like, yeah, I was late to the game, but fuck it. But it's okay.
But for real, it was the same thing for me, for real, because when my first social media page, when I started literally getting into social media, I was like damn near in high school, like about to start.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying, like these kids now that the internet is so advanced, and now this generation is everything's about social media now.
But it's crazy because how the young people, like, if guys know, of course, everybody knows TikTok. That's a famous platform right now going on.
Real.
I'm on TikTok, of course. But
me too, sis. Hell yeah, we on TikTok.
Okay, I follow you, of course. I follow you and shit, and I like your stuff.
Thank
of course.
you.
And it's you're welcome. It's crazy because like the kids that's on there is more kids on it, but it's like us as adults are taking over the TikTok nation.
Right. It's like, where did grown from?
Thank you. But the kids though, let's talk about them though, because the kids coming over here with some fucking tank tops, crop tops, all that, thinking they grown, 14 years old, 13. Listen, I be seeing on the For You page, I don't follow them, but I be looking at some of those pages when I be scrolling, and I saw this one particular girl, and she was with her mother. Well, of course she was with her mother, but her mother wasn't really dancing. Her mother was just looking at her like, like a proud mother, when they dance, but she was looking at her daughter. Her daughter had this short skirt on, and then she had like this crop top on, but she looked like she was at least 10, 12, or 11, maybe. Not even like 19 or nothing. This girl was like small. Her mom was like, yeah, like that, like, getting like, yeah, but she was literally doing what a dance. It was like an inappropriate one, like, you like throwing your hips and shit like that, and then she like that, and then she like moving on, like, like how we would, like, adults would move, you feel me, off of like a freaky ass song. That's what got me.
Oh, that's what I've been seeing a lot of kids. You know that what's that shit called? That silhouette challenge.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, that too.
What is up, yo? I'm telling you, during our generation, we were not dressing like that.
That would have beat my black and blue, and I would have been dead in the coffin 6 feet under. I would not be here
Right.
if I would have worn that because, bro. But
Man.
it's crazy.
Right. My dad, yo, let me tell you, my dad found a pair of tights in my fucking laundry basket. He found a pair of tights. He seen that shit in there, girl. He whooped me with the tights.
Dang.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's how I grew up. I wasn't allowed to wear revealing, and mind you, tights ain't that serious, especially if it's not.
It really isn't. And it's black. They have like really black ones, and really.
And that's what I was wearing. I was wearing black tights. Tights. So my dad didn't like that shit, and the reasoning being is because tights would show like, you know, the pussy, and it would show your ass.
Right.
It would like basically like, how should I say this? It would like
hide, because I know some of it hides when you pull it up. It'll like hide some of your, but it'll make it look like have curves, I guess, and like, you know, it's in a weird way. It makes you have curves. So,
yeah, but honestly, I kind of agreed with him at the time because I was a child. Now, if you're a girl in high school, that's cool, that's fine. But if you're like a middle schooler in an elementary school, why y'all kids trying to be grown already?
Now, yeah. And I don't like, I'm not a racist person because, girl, I love every type of race, especially the men. Y'all hear me? Fuck you talking about? Yes, bring it here. Come on, Layla. Ooh, look, but listen, the reason why, because, you know, Caucasian, right? And then African Americans, you know, we're raised in totally different households, and it's totally you know, different because little kids, they can wear crop tops and little freaking shorts or something. If we were to, as African Americans, as you know, would go ahead and we would wear something like that, our parents, if they're strict, if a lot of you out there are hearing this, you have a strict parent, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go outside with a crop top or some shorts on, and you have a religious grandmother that's religious, you would know, because bro, you would know you would not step the foot out of that house until you are fully
she gonna
direct.
call you Satan's child. She gonna say all kinds of shit.
Yeah, my grandmother for my prom. I wasn't rebelling nothing. I had a ball gown, so I went to 3 proms. This really, really elegant dress, $800, and it was really cute. It was pink, so it was a ball gown dress for my thing. So my sister tells me, you know, she's in another room. She's like, "Oh, did you close your door?" I'm like, "Girl, I just come up here." Tell me why my grandmother came in my room and blessed my room. I did not understand it on my prom day. She literally went to the freaking like light switch and blessed it with her holy water or her holy oil. Like, what are you doing? She's like, "I'm blessing your." Why are you blessing my room?
What the hell?
I never understood it. But growing up as an African American kid, so different. Now I understand, like, some kids grow up with a wooden spoon, not a silver spoon, not a golden spoon, but a wooden spoon. And that wooden spoon is like, you know, to the poor, to the core, to somewhere that you're in the projects, you know. And a lot of people don't know. A lot of Caucasians don't understand. For when we get old enough, and then we like, oh, we never, you know, they get so surprised, like, oh, well, that's because everything's been handed to you. And if it has not been handed to them, they either have like an addiction problem, or they just like basically move out and just be on their own and then just do whatever the fuck they want. But with us, we either get kicked out because either we're gay, because we're gay, bisexual, whatever the fuck it is.
Damn,
or
you
because
just stole the words out my mouth.
Everything. Like everything, literally. we are all like we just get beaten by
especially
our own.
us being also being Latina women at the same time.
Yes.
That shit don't fly with that type of no, that shit don't fly.
It does not.
Like
it does not.
Cause I gotta, now that you said talking about kicked out and being gay and all that shit, I got something for y'all. I got a story for y'all. So back when I was younger, I was curious about, you know, the other sex. Right. So at the time I'm gonna be honest, I was probably in 6th grade, 7th grade, probably in between that gap. And I was dating, I don't want to use this term because some people get offended. Exactly. But I was dating a lesbian. That was masculine, right? And at the time, somebody ended up telling somebody in my family. I don't know who did it to this day. I don't know. Cause you know how, like, especially Latina families, Latin, you know, usually on the block, you got neighbors and they cool with your family. True. So they be watching that ass. They know it. They know that they'll tell it too. Exactly. So I used to walk home from school. So I was walking home with this shit, right? So we ended up, we got into an argument or some shit or whatever, and she was crying, and I was her side bitch. I didn't even know I was the side. Yeah. It get juicy. Here, check this out. I was the side chick, right? She was dating this other chick named, her name was, I think her name was Dahlia or something like that. The chick I was dating name was Samantha. So she was dating some chick named Dahlia, and I ain't even know that. So after that, we ended up arguing or whatever, and she broke up with me on my birthday. Girl, she broke up with me on my birthday. Mind you, she got me a little teddy bear and shit for my birthday, like on some puppy love shit, right? The girl start crying because she don't want me to leave her, but she got a whole girlfriend. But she don't want me to leave her though. Yeah. So check this out. So I ended up, my stupid ass being the gullible ass kid that I am, while she was crying, I kissed her. But guess what? I did after that? What? I took the teddy bear and I threw it away. So then after that, I ended up coming home, right? So I come home. Nobody's home. My grandmother don't get home. I usually come back from school probably like 3:00, 3:30. So my grandmother don't get out of work till like 4:30. Damn near 5:00. So motherfucker come home, right? Oh Lord. She tells me, Benyaki, come here. Damn. So I go to her room. She locked the door. Oh shit. I already knew in my head. I knew something was wrong. Cause when my grandmother tell me to come here and lock the door, bitch, you in trouble. I already know with that grandma. Yeah. They got that little. Nah, but that's the thing. She ain't even try to do that. What? This is what happened. She had a conversation with me, right? And she was like, dígame la verdad. Tell me the truth, right? Mm-hmm. So she started saying, so you like girls? You like girls? All right, so but check this out. She goes, you like girls, right? She's like, I take you to church every Sunday. They don't teach you that type shit. So what are you? And so she kept calling me Satan's child. Mm-hmm. Satan's child, right? Okay. But that it don't stop there. So my dad come home. Ooh, bitch. Oh my God. Yeah, bitch. So I was looking up. So the house that I was staying at had upstairs and a downstairs. There was a downstairs apartment where my aunt Jasmina was staying at, and then my grandparents were upstairs, and my dad was living in the basement because it was like a whole apartment down there. Right. Oh, my dad tells me, come here.
my God.
Girl. You talking about I was scared. Girl, I thought I was gonna piss on myself, girl.
You better be scared of your come on now.
Hell yeah. So now check this out. So I go downstairs, right? He's sitting right next to me. There was no TV on, no nothing, no sound, no nothing. So it was an awkward silence. Right. So I go downstairs and he was like, he said the same thing my grandmother said. Tell me the truth. I'm going to ask you one time and one time only. Do you or do you not like girls? Girl, let me tell you. I was sitting right there. And I was like, looking everywhere, trying to figure out what the fuck I was about to say. So then he asked me again. He said it again. Do you or do you not like girls? And then, so this is what I said. I ain't say yes or no. I said, why? Now, you already know as a Latino, being Hispanic, that shit will get you slapped.
You better say the right thing because it's like you got to say yes or no. Because just say anything. So like,
he said, so this is what he said. He go, what the fuck you mean, why? I'm your dad, I'm going to ask you.
Oh.
Okay. So he said, so then he spilled the beans. He goes, well, somebody told me, he didn't tell me who. And I asked who, and he refused to tell me. So he said, somebody told me that they saw you holding hands with a girl and you kissed her. Okay. So go there, right? So then I'm sitting there like, oh shit, I don't know what to say now. He already knows. Like, I don't know what to say. So he was like, I didn't show you that way. That's fucking nasty. What the fuck you doing that type shit? So you telling me you would rather me be straight and possibly get pregnant than me be lesbian and not have no kids?
That is, I never
That's
understood
the irony in that.
But at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Latinos, a lot of like, you know, like Mexican or whatever the races are for the Latino, whatever, anything like that, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy because so it's a girl at my job and she was young. Mm-hmm. She was young. But like I'm gonna say like I just know she's young. She's in high school, you know. And I'm not really sure her age really, but she did come to me. I guess she's, you know, comfortable with me, you know, even though I don't know her that well, but she's comfortable with me, you know, for me. So she comes to me and she's like, you know why I was so sick and everything like that. Like, why? I was like, yeah, I noticed, you know, yeah, I remember, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, well, come to find out Wednesday, because she went to the doctor and she says, I was pregnant. But the downfall is she lost the baby. Ooh, so she had an abortion. So when that happened, she didn't know she was pregnant. So she was drinking, you know, and
she was doing all kinds
everything like that, but she didn't know. She did not know. So when she went to the doctor and she found out what was wrong with her, because she's been sick for a lot of, you know what? Her mother was mad at her, but she was just mad that she did not, you know, but she didn't know at the same time. So she's like, I didn't mind, you know.
And she was young. Like, how young was she though?
She was probably like 13, I think 14.
Of course.
14,
so with that being said, her being 13 and 14, sure. Obviously she's not gonna know. She ain't really gonna know because like she don't know what's wrong with her body.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, all you know is I'm sick, you know, and it's like she just didn't know, but she told her mother that she didn't know. Her mother was mad at first, of course, but then she explained to her. So it's like, but the thing about it is that's not the point. But the thing about it is a lot of, you know, a lot of Mexicans or a lot of, you know, anybody that's in like in that type of field. I've seen it for myself. It's not from those shows and movies, but I've seen it for myself that if a kid that young and though like certain, like some of them, not saying all of them, but some of them, when they are getting pregnant young, so like they'll be like either mad or happy. But if they're mad, they'll accept it right away in that moment, or in that, not even in that moment, they'll accept it because they'll help them through the way. Now, let's that's a African American girl.
Yeah.
She's 13, 14. This girl gonna either get kicked out, either gonna get beat for it, either gonna get something out the blue, gonna get some type of rage. Be like, what are you gonna do? Why are you gonna do this? And like some of them don't even help their kids. They just like, I'm not. Well, on your own, so you want to get pregnant, you're doing it on your own. But that's the thing, because certain races like whites, and like I'm not saying like, this is like everything every time, but I'm saying like certain, and some of them of like um of like a Mexican descent or Spanish descent or so, or just like a Caucasian, if they get like them, if they get pregnant young, their mothers, oh my God, congratulations. Right. But if you're like a Latino or whatever, they'll get mad. Then they'll be like, you know what, mija, I'll help you. And they'll help them. And they will help. But Blacks, we really don't get a lot of that unless you have a really down-ass, fam. If you're really lucky to have that family. You got to be lucky to be in that family. Because we don't get that.
Nah, we don't.
We have to be lucky. We're not like we're not like that, or they're not like Spanish. They're not like whites. So of course they gotta be lucky. They gotta be like, you know what? I just really hope I don't get kicked out. That's the first thing.
Yeah, that's the first thing you be thinking about. For real.
That's the first thing the girl says.
Now, with that being said, now that you say that, I was thinking that during that whole situation. And the reason why I was thinking that during that whole situation is because one of my aunts is lesbian, right? And when she was younger, she came out the closet and she told my grandmother, which is her mother, she told her. And you know what happened? Girl, she got kicked the fuck out.
Exactly, same.
She got kicked the fuck out. She had to figure it out, get her own apartment, and be grown. Because she chose, in my family's eyes, that's a sin. Because I grew up in a religious household. My grandparents are Catholic.
Right.
And my thing is, I remember when I was younger, I had went to a I don't know if you know what this is, but like those youth group retreats.
Oh damn.
There were like youth groups and shit like that. Check this out.
Nah.
So I went to a youth group retreat, right? And we went to this church. To me, it seemed like it was more like a white church, but it wasn't.
Right.
It was diverse. So I ended up going there. I seen when they were having their little talk and shit, they were talking about how God loves everybody, right? They had the gay flag up there too. So I was confused at the time.
Exactly.
So I was like, so I said to myself and to a few of the kids I was with, right? I said, if God loved everybody, right? Then why God don't like gays, lesbians, trans? Why God don't love that? Why God don't love that didn't make sense to me. So when I went back home, I was thinking about that. I ain't tell my family that.
Exactly.
But I did eventually mention it. I was like, Mama, if God loved everybody, then why God don't love gay people?
Right.
So she got mad and she was like, she didn't know what to say. So I was like, so in my head, I was like, y'all a bunch of hypocrites.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Everybody is a hypocrite. Everybody. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Everybody is a hypocrite. It could be with some. It could be a hypocrite towards something totally different. But at the same time, everybody is a hypocrite.
And everybody has. It's crazy. I was just speaking upon this with somebody about this. So me, I have no problem with no LGBT community, no nothing like that. I don't know if you know the show Pose. I don't know if anybody knows the show Pose.
Tell me about that show.
let me totally tell you, and I will gladly. I'm actually about to tell you about it, to be honest. So,
Okay.
anybody out there knows about Pose? Good. You know, keep watching it. Watch season 3. That's the final.
What's it on? What is it on?
So it's on Netflix. It is
Uh-huh.
only season 1 and 2 on Netflix, but season 3 should be going on sometime. I'm not sure when.
Right.
But I did look at season 3 on YouTube though. But anyway, not the point. So the LGBT community for the Pose is that they're drag, right? They do shows, but it's not a reality.
Okay.
It's not a reality. So let me tell you, it has
What is it like? More like a drama?
Some, yeah, I would say
something like that.
They're like a
Okay.
drama.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just tell you, like, you know, this one kid on the show, he wanted to dance. He wanted to do, you know, ballet. He wanted to just do ballet, you know. You don't gotta be gay to do ballet. Like, you could just love ballet. So he's an African American kid, and he wanted to do ballet. So he comes home from school because he was at a ballet. He was doing ballet, whatever. His parents are not rich, so he gets home and nobody is home. Nobody, not his mother and his dad. He goes ahead and pulls out this Whitney tape, I think it was, and he starts dancing. He's all free, and I'm just like, look at this boy.
Oh.
And then his father comes home.
Shit! Wait a minute. So you telling me his father comes home and caught him while he was doing that?
Yeah, he was just there. He didn't have nothing gay on. He had his clothes on. He had on pants. He had nothing. His shirt wasn't even tied. Nothing. He looked like a completely, he was just dancing, like, you know, just dancing to Whitney Houston, I think it was. And then his dad came, he said, what I tell you about playing that type of music in here. And then he was like, I know something. He said, so I was at work, and he was telling him why he was at work. And I'm thinking, like, why he telling him what he was doing at work? So he's like,
right, what does that have to do with
exactly?
Right.
So he's like, I was at work, you know, talking to my buddies, you know, such and such from such and such. I'm like, what the fuck? So he was like, well, they were talking, it was laughing. He was like, I don't understand why they was laughing. And he said, oh, they was like, intro boy ballerina or something like that, and over in that little dance school, little fancy, whatever, right? So he's like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, whatever the case may be. He then pulls out a magazine from his pocket, or just pulls it out, and he like shows it to him. It was a men magazine, you know, the 18 plus men, you know, magazine with their shirt stuff off, all that type of thing. He said, I found this under your bed. And then he said, you know what, I think he said, like, if you not gonna stop being gay or something like that, he said, I'll beat the gay out of you or something like that. So he literally was whooping this dude like cold hard. His mother is coming from the grocery store, comes in here, and she's like, get off of him. She pulls the dad off of him, and the boy is just like crying. But then you see the dad pick him up and throw him out the house. Neighbors looking at him. He's like, you are dead to me. And he goes back in the house. And his mom, you would think his mom was saving his life, because he's like, get off of him, and, you know, thinking she defended him.
Right.
No, she comes out and gives him his stuff and tells him to leave. And she says, because she's like, ask God for forgiveness. He didn't say nothing. So she said, oh, that's how it's going to be, and gave him his stuff and said, you know, you can go and stuff. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I just really think for the LGBT community, because you know what, I give them a lot of fucking props, because a lot of people right now, and I know a lot of people listening right now that's about it, are still in the closet, or any kids that are listening still are still in the closet. And I would like to say that you guys are strong enough for when you do come out, because when you do come out, and it's the choice of whether is my family going to accept me, or is my family going to go ahead and just throw me out like a yesterday's piece of trash. And that's literally what you got to think of. Right. And it's just look at that show Pose, because I promise you, those seasons is not going to ever like let you down, because once you look at that shit, it's all about family, it's all about acceptance, it's all about, like, it's just literally amazing. And I never seen a show like that in my life. Like, I never seen it in my life, and I'm just like, this is the show I like. And when I saw the season finale, girl, let me tell you, I fucking cried on season 3. It's amazing. Wow. You gotta see it, and if you do, you need to report back to me, because bro, I need to talk about the show with somebody, because I love this show. This is the show I've been binge watching. I'm done with the whole season 1, 2, and 3, so it's incredible.
Wow.
And it's just heartwarming. It's like literally trans, now they're older now, and it's like, man, like they literally went through some shit. Each one of them, they have a story, and you literally see their story. And
so it's like crazy. So it's like different people, like each episode with like their story.
Nope. Okay, so
or it's like different seasons.
So it's different seasons, but it's not just about one person or one thing.
Oh,
so, like
okay.
said, it's like
it's like a story within stories.
Exactly. So it's like
okay. It's one of
they
those.
go to balls and they be like voguing and shit, but they're like competing because they have houses. They have house mothers. So the house mothers basically have the people that are now transgender. They're now like, you know, fully transgender. Like they got, you know, boobs, they got like their stuff done. They're like literally like women now. So it's like they're doing their drags and stuff like that. The guys are still the guys, but you know, it's the fact that like the house mother, first of all, takes the people that's off the street and give them a loving home and put them into the balls, but also give them a family, because their family did not want them because of their community. And they're so low at the bottom of the chart. They're not even where the gays are or the straights are. No, you're literally at the bottom now because everybody's treating you like shit. Because they're saying, oh, you want to be a girl so bad, you got this change. You want to be this so bad, you willing to look like that, but you're still a nigga. And they're like, you still this, I can still hit you. You feel me? So it's like, I give them props. I give people who dress in drag and who has sex changes or has operations to become an actual of, you know, how comfortable that they are. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. And for someone to go ahead and like do that to somebody, bro, I will seriously mess you up if you do that in front of me, because I seriously will kick your ass. Because you know, it's so, I don't know, it's like that show,
honestly,
bro, it does something to me.
Honestly, with I got something to say about the LGBT community. I will say this. I don't judge people for what they like.
Exactly.
I understand people like certain things, but as fucked up as, don't take it wrong what I'm about to say, because it's gonna sound fucked up. Okay.
I think everything we say on here, do not take it literal. Do not take it in an offense. We're not trying to offend nobody. We're not trying to do nothing. It's just conversational wise. Everybody has their opinions, and we could just keep it as an opinion. So everybody that's listening, we are not offending nothing. Like we said, we're really supporting. We're not literally. We're just saying, you know, what things.
I mean, I'm bisexual, so a lot of people, actually, now that I say that, a lot of the gay people, like straight, like gays and lesbians, they don't like us. And that's real talk. I'm going to be honest. A lot of them do not like us. And the reason why they don't like us is because they're like, oh, so you don't know which one you want. That's how they look at us. But it is what it is. I don't care what somebody got to say. I am who I am. I like what I like. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But I will say this. As far as people being lesbian, transgender, and gay, that's a preference. You know what I'm saying? That's a sexual thing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're just trying to you just trying to come. You trying to get a nut. That's what you're trying to do.
Right.
So no disrespect to everybody no disrespect, but I will say this: you like what you like. I don't judge nobody for what they like.
It's all respect. It's all
you know
respect.
what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that doesn't change who they are.
Right. It's just respect.
As a person. They could still be the same person. What I don't like, I will tell you what I don't like. I don't like how certain gay people over exaggerate it. That's what I don't like.
Yes.
That means you're not being your true self. You're trying to be like somebody else. That's what it looks like to me. I would rather you be gay And it's okay to be a feminine gay dude. I see it. It's okay.
It's
But
alright.
don't exaggerate it.
Right.
Now you're really disrespecting the female in general.
Yes.
That's how I look at it. Honestly, I feel that it's okay for you to be gay and all this shit, but bro, don't over exaggerate how females are. Cause not every female, not every female is what's that term? I don't want to use that term, but I'm gonna fucking use that term. Ratchet. Not every female is fucking ratchet.
Exactly.
Know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. If you want to be a female and if that's what you want to be, by all means, but be respectful about it. Don't disrespect how females are, because not every female's like that.
Like, you can walk in our heels, but you cannot literally, like, this one guy I went to college with, and baby, like, he was something else. I'm not gonna hold you. Right. But it's like it's a point. Hold on, sis. There's levels to this.
Hold on, sis. Hold on, sis. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I gotta use the bathroom real quick.
Okay. But yeah, like, I just don't understand why like, guys just like I said, you can walk in our heels, dude. You can just walk in our heels. But for you to literally just be like, girl, go ahead, pull her weave out, like, that's too much.
That's too much. That's what I mean by over exaggerating.
We do not do that. We do not do that. We do not. Okay, I mean, I get it. If a girl is out of pocket and then she goes ahead and tells you, like, oh, you think your makeup's so perfect, or you that they start talking shit about you, I understand. Now that is a problem.
That's different.
Go ahead and look at it like, that girl right there, that's not even real. Oh, that girl, how
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's exactly what I'm trying to say.
No, that is a no. Like, I've met a couple of guys that were gay, and I'm still friends with them, and they do not act like that. I mean, they're feminine gay too, but they don't act hardcore feminine gay. They're just like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you see, hold on. That's what I don't get. Where is this hardcore? Where is this shit coming from?
I really think that it all depends on. I'm not saying that this is how they're becoming hardcore. Like they're becoming hardcore. I'm just saying that, like, I know, from one of the people that I was friends with, it was a very sentimental moment, because it was the fact that he was doing too much. So he wasn't drinking, he wasn't smoking or nothing, but he was just simply doing too much. Like I said, pointing out a person, blah, blah, blah. When that person left and everything, I'm like, why are you even doing this, bro? I'm like, dude, I'm like, yo, you fabulous today. You're looking great. I compliment, but I'm like, dude, I'm a girl, like, I'm a girl, but we do not do that. You see me, I don't do that. I'm a chill female. I'm a chill, you see me not doing this, like, what's your deal? Every time I'm with you, you always got to go ahead and turn up on somebody like it ain't nothing. And that's
what I'm saying. So like, why is that necessary?
Well, he said,
like you said, it's okay if somebody, like, come at you first. That only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That only makes sense. But if you sitting there picking at everybody when nobody ain't did shit to you, you don't even know who they are. Now you to me, you defamating the character of a female.
It's like, it's the fact that he said that. Well, it's because, like, how I grew. Now, I really think, like, somehow some of them grew up, and some of them how they later on grew up. Like, like I'm saying, like, how they grew up, basically their dad probably was like, oh, hell no, trying to beat the gay out of them, just like the show Pose.
Yeah.
Or they're growing up trying to be this persona that their father wants them to be, either in sports, you feel me? And then later on, they somehow get into, like, the real world. I'm gonna say, because the real world is fucked up.
So they
probably got that from a girl being like, okay, now I'm need to be around these all ratchet girls, every ratchet girl. Okay, this is how every girl is. You feel me? And then like, the girl could be ratchet classy. You feel me? You guys know the ratchet classies out there. Y'all know. So it's like,
and it's okay to be like that. But my thing is, you gotta have a limit. You gotta have a cap.
Yes.
You can't just act like that 24/7.
It's literally
expect people to like you.
It's literally levels to being a girl, and it's literally levels to being a girl. You got your classy, you got your tomboy, you got your I can do all. It's a ratchet. It's like the I don't want to say those, but I'm gonna have to say it because I just want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Like your thoughts, your hoes, your all that.
Now so you can say it because that's real shit. You saying
it's literally level. So you need to go and get to the level where it's a classy and I can do it all, but still respectful and that sense. And it's a lot that go into a girl. Guys don't understand that. And then when they go ahead and become, and they are who they are, they then think that it's okay. This is how it is. This is how they are. This is how I'm gonna be. No, it's not. Take your time and you need to study some of these girls out here. Because we're not all ratchet. Like
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not ratchet.
That's the thing. That's what I be. Girl, you stole the words out of my mouth. That's what I mean. Like they be over exaggerating it. I don't know what type of females or the shit they be watching on TV.
I really don't know.
And a lot of these artists. I don't want to put these girls out there because I like them. The city girls.
Oh my God! Do not get me started on
That's
them.
what I'm saying. That's how they think that every female acts like that.
I am so sorry, but I can't. I'm glad that you said city girls because girl.
Not every girl from the city like that.
The only girl that I like is Cardi B. I don't care what nobody says.
Yes, that's who real. I like. I like Cardi B because Cardi B is real.
She is real. I don't care what nobody says. She is real.
I'm glad you said Cardi B.
Dude, freaking city girls are just, I'm sorry, I cannot stand them. Talking about, I can't stand them, and I cannot stand Megan Thee Stallion. I'm sorry. I cannot stand her. I understand that she has some songs that I might listen to, but nigga, I don't like her. I don't like the ratchet type rapping. I don't like the ratchet type putting out there, shaking your ass, making a little cash. I will say this. We ain't hating on them because they look good. I'm not. Yes, they do. Exceptional.
That's not the problem. You can still look good, baby. You can still look good. You just don't gotta be showing these kids to be ratchet.
And you don't need to be showing. You don't. Okay, I understand. The guys fully clothed. They got girls in the background. I understand. I'm not going to go ahead and fully.
Like Cardi B got a cap to that shit.
I'm not gonna get a guy.
Right. That's a perfect example of a ratchet, classy woman.
Exactly. And I'm not
gonna. She got a cap. Them other girls, they don't have no cap. That's all they about.
And the thing about it is, a lot of guys or a lot of people probably gonna be like, well, you guys are attacking the girls, but what about the guys? And I mean, I'm not. Look, listen. The thing about it is, yes, the guys have the girls in there. Okay, yes, whatever. But the guys,
men
have the girls.
Men are in.
That's exactly. But we are girls, and we need to be able to express ourselves differently. Right. You don't need to be like a city girl and have those really deep V-neck crop tops showing your boobs to the T. You ain't gotta have your shorts all the way short, showing your booty.
And then on top of that,
like
the females expect a nigga to respect them.
Right.
Hold up. You want a man to respect your ass. You want a man to respect your ass, but look at what the fuck you wearing. How do you expect a man to look at you like a independent, strong ass woman, but you dress like that? And the way and that's another thing, the way the women carry themselves.
Yes.
It's the way you carry yourself. If you out here talking like, oh, bitch, how you doing? Like, if you gonna be acting like that, that's the type of niggas you gonna attract.
Indeed, yes. Yes, I agree with that because, you know, I see this like, okay, speaking of a woman for myself, I like to look good. I like to feel good about myself. I don't go out here just to get attention for the guys. I don't do that because that's not me. I go out there to be looking beautiful for myself so I can feel pretty.
Right.
But it's the thing about how do I do that without going outside and a guy is like, oh, or how do I do that if it's a guy like, oh, come here, cachita, or something, or they're like calling me, or they just look like, oh, mamas, or they just like, oh, girl, come here, cat calling me. How do I do that without doing? Then that makes me feel I shrink, and then I'd be like, you know, I don't want to wear this no more, and I gotta go ahead and cover myself. In high school, I literally did that throughout whole high school. I covered my body. And then when I was in, yes, because when I was in cheerleader, when I got into cheerleading and I had to put on, you know, my outfit, they literally saw my curves on my body, like, damn, you was hiding that. Yes, of course, because now it's like I've always been that way. So now it's like I can't even wear a simple freaking dress in summer without they're like, damn girl, damn that ass is fat, or damn girl, I like your ass, or oh damn girl, your curves or your boobs or your nigga, you're thirsty. And first of all, I'm not trying to. This is not for you. This is not for you. This is for me. I'm not out here trying to do that. That's not me. If you want that, then get one of those girls on the street and pay for it. I'm sorry, because it's not me. That's not me. So when they do that, they get mad. I don't understand why they get mad for. Why are you getting mad?
Because men don't know how to hit certain men. Or not even, you know what? Let me rephrase my words before men start attacking me.
Exactly.
It's not all men.
It's not all men. It's not. A
real man will show respect.
Indeed. Yes.
Because in order to receive respect,
you need to
give respect.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care, woman, male, whatever I'm into at the time. If you don't respect me, don't expect me to fuck with you.
Oh yeah.
Look, not only on I'm trying to fuck with you in a relationship type shit, not even as a friend, because that means you ain't gonna respect me as a friend either.
You ain't gonna respect me, period. And
exactly.
And for those who are out there that don't even want to get in your thick skull, and that's not a real man, and thinks that they could just go ahead and impregnate girls and leave them, and then just be like, oh, buddy, like everything is good and everything is not. I need to talk to you.
No, baby, it's not like that.
This is not how. This is the most.
But sometimes
that I've got.
You be cordial. Sometimes some of the women are okay with it.
Yes, and I'm not even that's that, because some of the girls like that shit. But other than that, it's the fact that, like, you know, you're sitting here and you're just literally dogging girls, right? And it's like, the thing about it is that this is what I get from like almost every guy that has no respect for a woman, is that, oh, I was raised differently. I ain't have nigga. Everybody was raised differently. Right. I ain't seen a hood guy be very respectful to me, because, and he literally came from a shitty house. He literally like was on his own. His parents ain't give no shit about him. He did not have no father, but he is still respectful. His mother's on drugs, and he is still respect. I don't want to hear that, because, like, bro, I've met so many guys,
and that's how I am. I don't want to hear that shit either.
I don't want to hear that. That's an excuse. An excuse, because I know for a fact you know how to be respectful. You just don't want to do it. You do not want to do it because you think that you're gonna be too soft. I've got that a lot. They be like, "Oh, that's for soft." No, it's not. You're not soft being respectful to a woman. Do you think a woman wants to get hit? Do you think a woman wants to be like, "Oh, you're fat, stop eating," downgrading her because of her body? Do you think that women really want to be like, you know, just sitting there and they're like, go give me something to eat, and if you don't, you hit her or you just smack her around? Do you really think that's what we want? No, we want to be
No.
loved and cherished.
But then again, hold up. There
But
are some women. There are some women who like that shit because they stay in that situation.
The only time I want to get is man. We're not
right.
But
bit. Let me get some.
Cause you know.
Yes. Yes. You
like,
my twin. You my twin for real. That's how I know you my twin for real.
Yes, because you know.
Right.
Anybody that's with me is going to be treated like a king. You get me, not to the T.
I feel it. That's me too. I feel it.
Yes.
100%.
Of course.
And these motherfuckers don't get, they assume that every female likes that type of attention.
And they don't.
No, that's the hoes that like that shit.
You know how
Not every girl is a fucking hoe.
Exactly. And you know how many times I have dealt with guys that likes that.
Yeah.
And they literally come to me honestly and be like, bro, you're literally honestly like an honest girl. Like seriously, you're not like all these. I have heard that 1,000 times, but it was their loss because they thought that I was like that and I wasn't. And when I found out I was not like that and I wasn't going to, fuck them or I wasn't going to go have sex with them, they literally was like, oh shit, she is different because I'm not about to go ahead and open my legs for any and everybody because that is not access to any and everybody. And that is something that they need to understand. So when you be like, no, and no, and ladies, I don't care if you are out here like that. I don't care if you are classy, you're not like that. I don't care what you are right now. I don't care your status of your whatever. But listen, no means no, my guy. And you do not need to open those for anybody. I don't even care what your status of your relationship is or what moral or who you perceive yourself as. I do not care. Goes for guys too. I don't care.
For real.
No is no for both sides. So when a girl says no, or I don't want your number, or I don't want to talk to you, or no,
that means no, nigga, leave her alone.
Like, leave her alone unless you want to go to jail. But some girls do like the aggressive type and abusive guys and everything like that. And that is not okay because then you're going to be scarred for life and your ass is going to find yourself either dead.
Honestly, to me,
like,
that means
seriously,
they went through some trauma.
Yes.
That means you went through some trauma.
I went through trauma for myself.
And you know what kills me? You know what else kills me?
What?
It's the older men that be trying to hit on young chicks. For me.
Such as myself. I'm gonna tell you a story that just happened to me a couple of days ago. And I'm 24. So yes. So this guy is like about in his 50s, I'm gonna say. In his 50s, he looked like he got gray hair, whatever. Drives a really nice Malibu. I love Malibus, tinted windows. Anyways, I'm going here and I'm driving to my favorite place. This is on Father's Day too. My dad, rest his soul, died in 2016. Couldn't, share with him. So I'm, doing my thing. Just want to get out. So I go ahead and I'm driving. I'm heading towards this, this specific area that I love to go to. And it's very chill. So I'm just going and I just look over on the side of me, you feel me? And, this guy, he just looks at me and he like gives me a kiss face like that. I ignored it. I ain't get, how you ignore people. So I guess, he goes in front of me because he's going the same way, I guess, and then go to the same place. So I'm just thinking, okay, he's going to get a bite to eat too. Cause whatever, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just leaving it alone. I go ahead and as soon as I turn left, because I get in front of him, I turn left and I guess he's turning left too. But he stops at this place before me. I didn't stop there. So he stopped at this, I'm going to say like Starbucks. He stopped at the Starbucks. I kept going and it's like a little record store all the way down from the street. So it's all the way down there. I go all the way down there. I park my car there. It's free on Sunday. So I get out and I go all the way back because I was going to go get some food. Tell me why I did not see this nigga's car. I wasn't paying attention. Damn. But let me tell you girls, pay attention. Pay fucking attention. So of course people's outside. I'm walking back towards the the little strings place, little ramen place, because I was going to get something to eat. Tell me why I have my backpack. I'm fixing it. You guys know how y'all, turn around with some shit. So I see this nigga doing one of those, like looking between people like that, looking at me.
Fuck?
And it's the same guy. And I'm like, wait a minute, my car's back that way. I'm like, my car's back that way. And I'm like, he parked over there. How the fuck he get over here this fast? So I pretend like, girls, we pretend like we don't see the guy and we continue to walk. So I'm like walking like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I go into this convenience store so I could buy a mask because I didn't have one. I come back out, I'll go ahead, go eat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Come back out a few minutes later or hours later. Right. While I'm walking right back to my car, but I wanted to, whatever. So I'm walking back. I turn around, I'm fixing my thing again. This nigga is literally walking. And then I go across the street and I'm like, I need to lose this nigga. But I'm like, my car is right there. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, my car is like not really like in front of me. And the little area's like kind of like right there. But I'm like, fuck. So I have to go inside the smoke shop, pretend like I was looking at things. I come back out and I'm like, okay. But that nigga was crossing the street. So I went over there to the next. So
while you was at the store, the smoke shop, he was crossing the street towards us.
Yeah, because I came out and I saw him crossing, but I glanced really quickly. I'm like, fuck, he's coming across the street. So I panicked and went inside the fucking record store. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So I called. Yes, I was engaged last year. Of course, you know about that. So I called my ex-fiance. So I'm like, is somebody stalking me? He was like, you got your mace and stuff? Okay, I thought I did have it in my bag. I did not have it. So I told him, yes, I did have it. But I went inside the it was light outside, but I went inside the record store and I'm just like, I'm like, I don't know. He was like, where is he at now? And I'm like, he's outside of the store somewhere. I don't know. So it was books out there. So, you got to play it. You can't make them think that you're looking at them. So I go outside, pretending to look at the books and stuff. I have my phone like this, like, pretend. I'm like, do you see him? I'm like, do you see him? He's like, yeah, I see him. I went back in. I'm like, exactly. He's right there. And guess where the motherfucker was? By my car. And he was
was he by the driver's side or where was he?
He was by, okay, so it's like this little, the little bike rack? It's the little black thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. So at first, he was right there at the window by the books, but a little bit over, like a couple of, over, but he was right there in front of the bookstore. So I went back in because I heard him trying to talk to me, but I was on the phone. So then when I came back out and I showed my ex-fiance him, he's like, okay, I see him. And I had him on the phone this whole time. He was like, where's he at now? I'm like, he's still sitting at my car. He's still at my car. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Cause I'm like, he's waiting on me. He's literally waiting on me. Yeah. So after a while, I'm just sitting there. This nigga finally goes across the street and it goes to walk. So I'm like, thank motherfucking God. I go ahead and he said, go ahead, get to your car. He's like, get to your car. I run to my car and I get in there. He says, you in there? I'm like, yes, but my phone is off, so it lost connection. So I hung up on him. I'm like, fuck. So then I started my car. I went to go, I'm driving. I'm trying to get out of Hyde Park because it's traffic and shit. Mm-hmm. I see that nigga right there where Boston Market is. And he's right there by his car. He's standing there looking in my window, looking at me while I'm driving off. He's literally following his eyes in my car. And then I was coming home, but I was so fucking paranoid. I get to the stop sign. I finally get out of the place I was at. But bro, I could have swore I saw this nigga car. He has a black car. My ass was like, no. And I was heading home. And my home is not even far from the place I was at. So I had to literally lose this nigga. And I had dipped inside of fucking Dunkin' Donuts or some shit and just sat there in the line. Thank God it was a line. So yes, I sat there for a minute and I just left. I was fucking shook that whole time and I went home. Hell no. And I told him about it. And I told him when I lost connection with you, that nigga found my car. Because he knew my car, apparently. So y'all need to look out and y'all need to go ahead and watch your fucking surroundings. Because that day I was not prepared. And if that nigga would have got to me where nobody would have known where I was and I could have been in trouble. And I'm not gonna have that. I have trauma already from that. I've been held hostage. I don't need that no more. So I'm already paranoid. So it's the fact that I cannot do that. And it's like, you cannot do that because I'm going to be fucking panicking. My ass is panicking while driving. My ass almost had a panic attack. I'm not going to hold you because that was the scariest moment of my life. So I'm just like, girls, watch where you go, because guys are creeps out here. Of course, you're not safe. Whatever you wear, you're not safe. And I had on like hippie pants. Girl, I was looking good too. And I was like, girl, no. It made it worse. It made it worse because he was looking at my ass and looking at my figure and looking at what I had on. So yes, please be careful. Please.
Right. Shit. That shit do, man. I had some wild shit like that happen to me too, man. That shit. I just don't like to mention that shit. That should be. I don't like to mention that shit. That should be having my skin crawling and shit. I
swear to God, you be like, oh, you
that's the thing. That's the thing. It's a lot of these kids that be gullible.
Yes.
Gullible as fuck.
Yes.
To follow these motherfuckers.
Yes. He be like, I wonder. No.
Get your ass back in your house.
Go ahead and stop investigating and trying to play motherfucking investigation and shit. Get your ass back in that house, because your ass gonna get abducted. Your ass is gonna get held hostage. Your ass is gonna go ahead and either find yourself dead. You're gonna find yourself either not even home, and you're just gonna be held hostage. You're just gonna be somewhere else that you don't even fucking know. You might be held there for years. Years. So you need to not do that. Like, it's just so much that comes with a girl. Guys don't understand. And that's why I said, guys, is levels to this, is different things to this. So when guys, I'm not going against the LGBT, but that's why I said, when guys, try to be us girls, please do your research on different girls, different settings, different things, because we're not like that. We all don't dress that way. We all don't act like that. Just because you think we're dressing that way does not mean we are that way. Does not mean it's an access for you to touch our asses, not an access for you to touch our waist or our boobs or our anything. That's not, no, you're not my nigga. You're not nobody. I don't know you. If I don't know you, do not come to me. Do not talk to me. If I don't want to talk to you, do not do that. And that's not, no, your ass gonna get tased by me. Okay.
Right, yeah, your ass gonna get tased, your ass gonna get cut, your ass gonna get beat the fuck up.
And I do not play about my knife, honey. Like, yo, I know tricks. Remember my tricks I used to do on Yubo? I was
yes, yo, I fucking miss you, sis. God damn, it's been forever. God damn. Yeah, guys, y'all witnessing a goddamn reunion.
I swear to God, y'all are witnessing something, because you know what?
Ow! Yeah. Nah, but like, that's some real shit though. Like, motherfuckers do be some weirdos. They be all over the place, and I just don't understand. If a motherfucker tell you no, what don't you get? Like, what don't you get? A motherfucker done told you no. The fuck else you want?
Exactly.
And it's like it makes it worse, because you're in Chicago. You know how it is in Chicago. And I'm in Atlanta right now. So you know how Atlanta is.
Yeah, because I
got a fair share of stories of mine too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's wild shit going on. Motherfuckers is crazy. And that's what I'm saying. If a female doesn't have a taser or something to protect themselves, and they don't have, like, especially the women that live by themselves, that don't have a roommate, that don't have a friend or something like that, have like neighbors nearby that they know that they close with, have that, you need to be careful. You need to have something to protect yourself. And on top of that, watch the way you carry yourself. Because the other thing is, if you don't want people fucking with you, then watch the way you carry yourself. Don't be out here with a rabbit mouth fucking talking about, oh, I beat your ass. But you ain't got nothing on you to protect yourself. You just sitting there running your mouth, and you never know what type of people
who's watching you. They be like, oh yeah, she gonna fuck him up, or you gonna, okay, watch, bet I'm gonna catch you at nighttime when you're alone, or I'm gonna catch you on your schedule when you're off and I can get to you.
Exactly. Like, you never know who's sitting there fucking hawk eyeing your ass.
Y'all better look at that show, Us, that's on Netflix, because that's exactly how these niggas are. That's exactly how these niggas are.
He knew Us?
Yes, he knew, bro. He knew her schedule, her boyfriend, without her knowing. like he was a book, so he was a book guy. So he literally worked for like, the book, one of the bookstores. So
Like
he was
Barnes and
more like,
Nobles?
yeah,
Something
well,
like that?
it was like some type of bookstore. I don't. It wasn't Barnes and Noble, but yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bookstore.
Yeah.
So the girl walks in. He's like admiring her. He's like, oh, she's pretty. But as you look at this series, you go into belief he has an obsession, and then he goes ahead and he looks at her, but without her knowing, she doesn't know.
What?
He knows where she lives. He knows that she has a boyfriend. He knows that her boyfriend broke up with her and she's like single. He knows that she lives alone. He knows
See,
everything.
that
He knows
should be
all that.
crazy.
It's all of that. So when he know that she was, and then they started talking, and then that's when he literally made his move. And he went in. He was like, "Oh, and then they became together." But then he killed her. He killed her because I forget what happened, but something happened, and she saw it, I believe, and he killed her. And I'm like, oh fuck. So it's like, dude, and it was like this other girl that came into it. So it's still up. Like season 2 should have been out. I don't know if it's out.
Nah,
but
but
I know
that's like
season 1. But
that
look
right
at
there. That right there. There's some real ass
yeah,
motherfuckers that's like that too.
yes.
They'll
And
be
I have witness to that shit. Hell
look. I ain't trying to be racist. I ain't trying to be racist.
not
But
at
shit,
all.
I'm finna go there. I'm finna go there. Every fucking psycho killer, every motherfucking rapist, all that shit, they are Caucasian. Am I right or wrong? Majority of the time, they are Caucasian.
Yes.
Tell me not.
Yes.
And then on top of that, the ones that are not, hear me out. The ones that are not, they got that European mindset. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
That's the damn truth.
Yes.
Don't let the skin color fool you.
Yes.
It's the programming.
Yes.
And it's the shit that's on TV.
Oh yeah.
The horror movies and shit, that shit could fuck you up, dog. You watch too much of that shit every day, that shit's gonna fuck you up.
Like me, I watch it 24/7 now.
No, but that's okay. You're not sitting here trying to kill nobody.
But exactly, I'm not trying to and the thing about it is, right, this because I know a lot of y'all little listen. I took criminal justice. I had to know psychology. I had to take psychology. I had to take all of that shit. I had to know about the gangs, different gangs all around the city, all around the world, blah blah blah, El Chapo, all that shit. But listen, it's this psychological part, it comes with that. Of course, it's a thing, of course, inside of your brain. Of course, they've been studying for a while, and they want to know what makes a serial killer or a murderer or anybody tick, and what makes it like that. What are the signs, what are the things that makes them tick? Not all the time that they would ever have an urge when they're young. It's not all the time when they're young. So that's what they find out. Sometimes, yes, the early stages is when you're experiencing them, killing animals, killing stuff. Of course, everybody knows that. But at the same time, it's not always that.
No,
they can have a inspiration like Ted Bundy, or they can have an inspiration like other forms of like I can't think of them right now, but other forms of serial killers. They can like the what is his name? It's a massacre. I forgot his name. I can't think of it right now. But he murdered hella girls, buried them in like different hills. They have role models like that,
and that shit's crazy though.
When they're teenagers,
you're fucking crazy though. Like, why would you think that shit is okay though?
It's crazy. If you want to study the female anatomy, go to fucking med school. I'm sorry. If you want to know how the inside of a person look, do me a favor and not just pick them off of the street and just slice them open. Because then, okay, wow, you're saying you would like the joy of it. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to say, rest in peace to those who did die, and rest in peace, or to those who are giving, who are saving their lives, or trying their best to save lives.
Mhm.
But to be honest, that is their job in the medical field, to cut them open and to, like, take their stuff out. If you like that, it sounds fucked up right now what I'm saying, but it makes sense, and it kind of makes sense in a way. But at the same time, you don't need to go out there snatching little kids, little boys, having them missing for years, having their faces on a milk carton since 1980 whatever, and now their parents are still looking for the killer. Not alone, the killer probably even dead or probably flee,
Right.
and you don't understand how much shit that goes into it. And a lot of guys and girl, well, a lot, not guys, sorry, a lot of people don't know that when you do, or when you literally tick off a person that you see that's unstable, they're coming after you. They're gonna come after you.
For real.
They're coming after you, and you thinking like, oh, okay, I could call them out in their name. If you see a person literally staring at you, looking at you, now I'm not talking about with a mad face, but like, oh, no. If you literally see somebody staring at you in an uncomfortable position, an uncomfortable way, and looking like they finna go ahead and slice your ass open for like dead ass, and not even like for like, I'm just mad at you, your ass better run. Or your ass better get out that shit for real. Because
Right.
you need to know. At least I know how to do that, because I took psychology. I took that stuff. I know how to read people. And it's like, if I see that, or if I know there's something going on within that, it's something wrong with that person, because that person is either the local or they just like, it's something that's got a kick, because they're going to go ahead and go off one day. They're going to go off. They're going to
Right.
go off.
They are.
They're going to take. And when they tell the
That's
cop,
the thing. A lot of the kids, they don't be thinking that shit.
they
They don't be
don't.
thinking nothing of it, because they so innocent. They don't know that shit.
But some kids do know, because I'm not talking about the 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds, whatever the fuck they, the younger ones, but the 12, 13, 11, like 14, 15, 16 older kids. Like one guy or one kid I was reading about, or I was looking at a video about, and he basically he was like, I'm gonna be the next school shooter. And he literally recorded himself saying that he's going to be next school shooter, and he said that he's going to rack up a tally, like a higher tally than the last school shooter, and he wanted to go
Hell
ahead and
no.
get as many kills
Oh wait,
as
I
he
think I
could.
seen that. I know what you talk about. Mm-hmm.
And he was in like an interrogation room or something. They was like interrogating him, and he was pretending like he was like whatever, and they was like, oh, but we have a video of you
Mm-hmm.
confessing. Yeah, him. So it's like his case is just crazy. And like a lot of guys are felons or murderers, whatever. They think for the maximum, because of course I do criminal justice, so they think that if you go ahead and plead sanity, or if you go ahead and you fake being crazy, so you're like, or you fake having like a little, like like a I'm not gonna, I don't want to say it, but a mental problem or like a disability or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
they think they're going to get a maximum. No. This is what's going to happen to you if you decide to, let's say I'm a random person, right, and I want to go kill somebody. I go kill like maybe, let's say 25 people, whatever. I get caught, and then they interrogate me, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in an interrogation room and I'm sitting there. But when they do that, they take you to a hospital. They evaluate you. And if you're clear, they take you to the, they take you to the interrogation room at the police station. They go ahead and interrogate you. If you're sitting there and you like, just showing all these like fiddling, you trying to do everything like your disability and you're disabled or whatever, of course they're gonna know. They're gonna know. But at the same time, if the jury sees, or if they have any suspect, or you just in there the whole time acting crazy, then of course they're gonna be like, okay, this person is crazy, quote unquote. Well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna send you to an asylum, but you're gonna be in those facilities, and you're gonna serve more time than you are in an actual jail. Listen to me, because if you do, you're going to be stuck there because you're on medication and you're not going to be let out in this. And trust me, it's hard to be let out of them systems, because once you're in there, you can't get out. You cannot get out until they want you out, but you cannot get out. You
Right.
cannot. It's not like jail. You will not come out. So that's what a lot of people don't realize. So when they go in there thinking, oh, I'm getting my sentences reduced. No, you're literally going in there and you're gonna become crazy. You're literally gonna be, because when you're in there, you're literally gonna be crazy. You're gonna become crazy because when you go in there not crazy and your mind is stable, you're good. Until you're there for months and years.
Of course you're gonna go
break.
crazy.
You're gonna break. You're gonna break because there's no way, and you thinking you're gonna get out, but you're never getting out.
Nah.
So yes, y'all better shit. This world is fucked up. It's fucked up.
It sure is.
Really
It is fucked up.
It's so fucked up. Everything
That
about
shit
it.
is wild.
Yes.
And these motherfuckers don't understand. Like
They don't
realize one slip up, you gonna ruin your whole life.
And now it feels similar to that. It feels in self-defense. Okay, I get it. But other than that, you just slashing a knife or you just slashing someone or just shooting someone 19 times and then just out of the, now that's overkill.
And you're doing it with no remorse. Like something they don't even, majority of them don't even have a reason why they doing this shit.
And some kids are on death row and some kids are literally serving life. And some kids that are 10 years old, yes, you heard correctly, 10 years old, serving life and on death row and awaiting death in different states because of the fact that they did that. But they're not excusing the fact that they're young. You still committing an adult crime. That's what they see. They don't see oh, he's just small. He didn't know what he was doing. We're just gonna let him slide. No. You're going to be charged.
But you know this, like I said earlier, you do understand that majority of them kids are Caucasian.
Of course. Yes, of course. Of course. It's sad to say, but
yeah, it is sad to say, but it's the truth. I'm cutthroat. I'm gonna tell these motherfuckers the truth. I'm not about to.
You know what? No, it's not sad. You know, it's not sad. I'm sorry, but this is a harsh reality because it's not sad. It's not sad to say because you know why? Because if you guys think, I'm sorry, but if you guys think this is stereotyping, well, let me hit you with something. The Caucasians call African Americans thugs. They call them this. They call them that. They call them like deadbeats. They call them all type of stuff. Crackheads.
They make fun of us on TV all the time and in public.
For us to say that this, is the truth about all white people, and I mean, we see it everywhere. It's everywhere. Then it's the fucking truth because we're not gonna go ahead and sit here and say, oh, they're all innocent and all. No, fuck that. They are not. They're just fucking.
And no disrespect to white people. No disrespect to white people because there are some cool white people that I do like.
I got some white friends now, so yes, there are cool friends. Like we're not
trying to bash the race, you know what I'm saying? But I'm telling it like it is, bro. That's
right. And it's just the fact that I guess what's wrong with us nowadays is that everything is stereotype, everything, and we're so blinded by the rules of society, and we're just so blinded by the harsh reality that the government is controlling us, and we're just like we're just sitting here like robots, like
and we live in a communist society,
and we're just literally living in their world while we're still slaves. Even the white people that everybody doesn't know, but they were white slaves. It was white slaves. And nobody knows that. But at the same time, we all are slaves under the government and under it. I don't care what nobody says because we are. And when I try to speak about certain things, people don't want to listen to me. But it's okay because we're either considered crazy or we just considered just insane or something. That's why I wrote a poem about this shit, or like a little thing about it. It's called Insane. Right. I mean, it's called Psycho or whatever. It's called Insane. So that's what I wrote about, and it's like, and it speaks facts.
Right.
because it's like it just speaks like something that it was like not I'm not gonna say personal to me, but like kind it seems kind of personal, but it's like I'm still speaking what is in there. And I've shared it with a lot of people, and a lot of people like, oh shit, that's deep. Or
Right.
they'll tell me it. And I'll be like, yes, because I'm speaking in the form of what's going on. I'm speaking on the form of what y'all don't see and what y'all don't hear, but what as simply as what I see and what I hear and what I'm literally looking at. I'm not a robot to society. My ass is fully awake. I know each and everything that's happening here. So when people try to throw shit under the bus and try to go ahead and sweep it off and give us a little sprinkle and say, oh yeah, no, because then you're just trying to make me believe that it's not all that bad.
Right.
And that's not what I'm trying to believe, because it is bad, you know?
Right. It is bad.
And I'm not about to say, oh, it's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. No, it's terrible. The
Yeah,
fuck?
it's horrible.
It's literally like I couldn't even imagine, you know? I couldn't even imagine just like my best friend, right? Her relationship is not perfect, but when I tried to tell, I'm like, so you think you're? So I was like, so you think your conversation? I mean, your relationship's perfect? She's like, yeah, it's all perfect. No, it's not, because she's like, oh, my relationship is fine. It's perfect. No, it's not.
No, baby.
No, it's not. My relationship with my ex-fiance was never perfect. Right. We had our times of arguments. We had our times of that. And everybody goes through that. Everybody goes through some level of something. So when someone says that, and when she said that, I'm like, no, it's not. And I have to tell her why it wasn't perfect and why you're living in a fantasy, in a fairy tale, because nobody is perfect. She bashes me because I'm not a perfect person. I'm really not. And she's not either. And it's like, I'm tired of hearing I need to work on myself. Right. But let me tell you, I've been working on myself since I was small. I've been through more hell than she's been through. I'm just, it's crazy because I've been through more hell than all of my other friends. All of my other friends might have a little similarity to some shit, but I've been dealing with pain for years. I've been dealing with hurt for years. Literally, when I say years, from when I was literally in grammar school all the way up until now. Literally, I've been in therapy since grammar school, all through high school, all through college. And now I'm not in it right now, but I was. But it's, ever since the pandemic, it's been kind of hard finding a therapist. But at the same time, I've been through some shit. And for her to tell me I still need to work on myself, oh, honey, no. I've been working on myself. I'm like, I told her, oh, honey, no, you don't need to tell me to work on myself because I've been working on myself.
Right.
I've been searching. I've been doing that. I'm still doing that. And for me to come a long way, for me to say that shit kind of sort of hurts, because I know what progress and what make or break I made. And my mother's been there all through it. And it's like, she knows I've come away. I do have an attitude problem, but I came a long fucking way. And it's crazy how she's like, yeah.
See, this is what I would say. I don't mean to cut you off, but
no, go ahead. Feel free.
What I will say, it's not the fact that you have a attitude problem. That's not what you would call it. What you would call it is more like you're a little overprotective of yourself.
I really think,
you have like. And I completely feel you on that, because there's another reason why I call you twin, not only because of the appearance.
Yeah.
We have similarities in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And that's one of them.
Yeah, indeed.
When it comes, when somebody says attitude, it's not that. You done been through so much, you have created this shell.
Yeah,
and your shell, and the shell that you have is being overprotective of yourself, and that's what people view it as attitude.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course, parents gonna view it that way, but that's parents, right? But this is the thing. How do you how do you go about, how you go about telling, a person you love, like a family member or a friend that you know for years and you love, how do you go about telling them, hey, it's, you're just like, I'm fucked up, you can't, I'm automatically say that, because me, it took me years to say that. But of course, at least I admit, at least I am still truthful to myself. It doesn't matter. Her and I had a fallout because of one thing I kept from her for years. Only one thing. But listen to me. I am the loyalest person you will ever meet. And the most realest person you will ever meet.
And I know that.
The fact that she still doesn't, she thinks that she can't trust me because of that one thing. But listen, I can understand if I lied to you constantly. I never did that.
But that's
I was always loyal.
She was being selfish because what she has to understand that certain things we have to keep to ourselves for our own sanity. We can't sit here and try to we can't sit here and tell everybody what the fuck is wrong with us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and even I see where people go to therapy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that some people, they certain things but at the same time, I don't trust that motherfucker, regardless of the fact. I don't give a fuck. I don't know you. I don't trust you. Whether you're a therapist or not. I don't know you. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? They're still a part of that system. So I don't trust that shit. I'm the type of person, I don't know about you or anybody else, but I'm the type of person, when I'm dealing with something personal, it's hard for me to express it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just start acting funny and I won't be talking.
Oh my God, that's literally me.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I be talking funny. I'll hardly be able to have a conversation or something.
My mother knows.
And then motherfuckers will be like, oh, she acting phony.
Right.
It's not about acting phony. It's I'm used to dealing with my emotions by myself.
And
that's how everybody is.
Yes.
A lot of people are. It's hard for them to deal with their emotions. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there'll be times where I'll sit there and express that to somebody else. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, it's gonna take me a long time. I come in a cocoon, baby. When it comes to my emotions, it's gonna ball up. It's gonna ball up. It's gonna be one big ass bubble. Exactly. And eventually, when I burst, boom, I burst.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say everything in the goddamn book.
And it's crazy because she has not seen the full me, and it's still certain shit that she has not seen about me. So if I do lash out, it's going to be a surprise to her, and she's going to try to tell people I'm not like that, or she'll think that I'm showing out, or she thinks that I'm just showing out, and this is not me. But in actuality it is. It's just that because I've been hiding it and I've been keeping it in. But at the same time, I get what you're saying. The only people literally knows, or like my deepest shit is my ex-fiance and my best friend, but she still don't know certain shit. But my ex, he knows. Him and I are still cool. We still talk on the phone. He called me when we was in here, but I declined. I told him, hold on, like I'm in a Zoom call. So anyway, but like we still have that good relationship. So he knows what he still remembers everything about me. I still remember everything about him. And when there's something wrong with me, he literally be like, I can literally just do this and just, he be like, what's the matter? I be like, nothing. He be like, no, something's wrong. And he still knows. So only two people literally know everything about me. And that's all I let in. Because once I go ahead and I date you, I'm only gonna let you have a little bit. Of course, I've dated a lot of people and I was a mystery to them because they're like, you're a mystery. And they literally told me, of course, I'm gonna be a mystery because I don't want everybody to know who I am. I don't
Girl,
want you to know who
you
I
know
am.
how many times I done heard I'm a mystery?
Exactly. Tell me
That's
about
a
it.
broken record.
Tell
That's
me
what
about it.
that's the saying my daddy always used to say. A broken record. That's how
Tell
that's
me.
how I really is. Like
For real.
I'm not gonna say I dated a lot of people, but I did date a decent amount of people.
Right.
And the people that I've dated, they
Mhm.
told me, damn, I can't figure you out.
Thank you. How many times have I heard a guy say, I can't figure you out? Now that I cannot count on my hands or my toes because that's how much.
Yeah.
That's how much.
And that's like, and even with certain friends, like they'll be like, damn, I feel like they'll be like, I feel like there's something I don't know about you.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll just look at them.
And that's the thing.
Well,
you can't reveal. A lot of times you can reveal,
right,
but you gotta watch how you reveal it, when you reveal it, and why you revealed it.
That those who, what, when, where, and why.
Yeah. Because that motherfucker could use it as your
weakness.
Exactly.
Like my ex
as your weakness. They'll be like, this is what triggers this person.
Yeah.
I know how to get you wrapped around my little finger in order to manipulate you and use you.
Like a lot of, yes, my ex did that to me, but that was because like he did that to me, but like, you know, it was the fucked up jokes for me, but I love fucked up jokes. But one of the fucked up jokes, like, you know, I love fucked up jokes. I love dark humor. That's my shit. But when that was portrayed on me, shit, that shit hit because it was a trauma. That's the only reason. I'm not saying, oh yeah, fucked up jokes is, you know, whatever. Like, you know, I could like, you know, have fucked up jokes about other people. No, and not have it for me. No. You could say a fucked up joke about me. I'd be like, oh, that's fucked up. And I'll laugh with you. But if it's a personal matter, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna be crying, nigga, because it hits deep. So what he did do that, and that shit hit. And I was like, are you fucking serious? And I hung up on him. And I was like, no, like I was literally crying because I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, you know that happened, or you know this was, you know that. Like, what the fuck?
See,
so,
that's what I'm saying.
And I trust it.
Yep. You see, that's why I'm saying, like, that's how we learn our true lessons in life. You know,
that's
what I'm
why
saying?
I stopped.
Yeah. It's like, you know what, nigga? You know what, nigga? I'm not about to tell you all of me, but there are a select. No, I'm not even going to say a select. There's literally one person.
Yeah.
Other than my family. Yeah. That knows who the fuck I am for real. Even my family, actually, I can't even say my family. I can say my mother. Yeah. I can say my mother and somebody that's really close to me knows who the fuck I am. Exactly. But that's other than that, I could be an open book to certain things. But baby, I'm not gonna let you know all of me because I'm gonna tell you something. You're not about to manipulate me, motherfucker. Or I could tell you, it's like, for me, it's just the fact that if I tell you, you're not gonna like what I tell you, because it's the thing. Like, I've been called, you know, I've been called some things, you know, like for me personally, growing up, I got a fucking Ouija board shirt, bro. I love things like that. I grew up like an emo kid, okay? I don't give a fuck. I'm proud of that. I grew up an emo kid, and I'm still in that stage. I still got my boots that cost hella lot. Girl, shit, damn. Girl, let me tell you, when I started like, bro, up, I would look like a whole god, because I like that shit too. I do. And I love it, and that's why I just bought this fucking chain that's dope as hell. And that's another thing. That's another reason why we clicked, because I remember we was like, I had told you I love Harley Quinn. I love her. And that's I got her diamonds tatted on me, and I showed you. Yeah, I've loved that girl. I love that girl for how long now? Like everybody, like when did I get that name? I got that name. And the funny part is, people called you Harley. Motherfuckers was calling me that too. Motherfuckers been calling me that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm like, who? I'm like, who is this? They like, I'm just like, wow, because it's a thought because and everybody calls me Harley, and that is literally my name. And people call me Harley in Chicago. My brother calls me Harley. I have other people calling me Harley. Like, they know my name, but they still I love it because they know my name, but they respect it when we're around other people, and they be like, Harley, come here. They be like, oh no, this is my friend Harley, and they still call me that, and I respect that because they're not telling them my real name, and I love that because when I get introduced, and I be like, I don't tell people my real name, and this is my name, but I don't tell people my real name. I just be like, oh, it's Harley. I just say straight at the back, it's Harley, because unless I feel as though you're worthy enough to know me and you're worthy enough to even know my name, shit, they're good. But you really have to be a dope ass person, or you have to be somebody I really truly respectfully
Real talk.
and I want in my life, and I want that. And that's why I did that with my ex-fiance, and he respected it. Even if we broke apart, he still he doesn't call me Harley, but he calls me by my name, which is great. I don't care. But he still respects me. And I like that. I like that. Everybody has a little trials and errors, but it's certain people that will respect and disrespect you. And he's just one of them that respects me, and I respect him with the full authority. So I just choose who I want to go ahead and I want to make on my list, and who I don't want to,
right.
That's how you got to do it. But we're survivors, bro, and it's not too many of us out here.
I just will say this, since we've been talking about this for a minute.
Yeah.
I just want to say this to all the young women out there.
Yeah.
This go out to all my young, beautiful women. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what race you are. White, black, Indian. I don't give a fuck what race you are. Respect yourself. Respect your body.
That's the first thing you should do. Never look for validation.
I honestly didn't have a female figure that could show me that. And this is why I'm telling women right now, I ain't have that in my life. So do me a favor, respect your body as a temple, because I fucked my life up, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to understand this. This right here is a temple. You respect your body, respect it. Do not sit there and try to fuck with all these guys just because they're nice to you. I'm gonna tell you this. Just because a nigga nice to you doesn't mean he respects you.
For real.
At the end of the day, this one thing my dad taught me. One thing. Every man wants something from you.
My mother told me that too. Yes.
They want something from you.
Yes.
Remember, what's that song called? Girls, you know you better watch out. Some guys are only about everything. Don't get it twisted.
For real.
Because they did say some girls are only, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's girls like that too. I'm not trying to throw men under the bus. There are some females that's like that too, that just want one thing. But my thing is, don't, if you want that one thing, be straight up about it. You know what I mean? Be an adult about the shit. But if you a kid, I get it. Kids do what they do.
Yeah, kids are exploring. You know what? It's okay.
It's fine for kids. Kids are exploring. But even if you are young, if a girl tell you no, or if a nigga tell a female no, it's no. Period.
It's just no.
But that should personally be taught in the household, regardless of the fact. That should just be taught.
And I would like to get into
and that's the thing, that wasn't taught in school either.
Not and the thing that is not taught is hella shit not taught at school.
Right.
And I just really think that, you know, the system for education needs to go ahead and boost that. If it's a lot of quote unquote teachers that care, why don't you care enough to be like, hey, this is how you're going to live your life in the real world. Hey,
Right.
this is exactly what bullshit's going on in the world. Why don't you guys have a life class? Why don't you have a life class? You heard
Of
me.
course they,
And,
baby.
and,
Of
and
course they're not gonna teach us
of
that. They
course
trying to
not,
make us stupid.
because they want us going into the world, and they want us to be mothers at young age. They want us to stay in a closet until we're like fucking 15, 19 years old, until we go ahead
It's
and
like,
fucking
how the
discover
fuck
ourselves.
you
Like,
have health class, but you ain't got real life. Y'all not talking about real life shit and real life
right.
situations to
Thank
teach us
you.
know how it's gonna be when we get outside of the world. But on top of that, it's also the parents' fault. It's
It
not
is.
just the school.
It is, because it it's just so many things that I've seen throughout my life. I've seen good parents, I see bad parents, I see deadbeat parents, I seen parents addicted, all type of addictions. And one thing, and I've seen this, of course, during psychiatry, and every type of fucking thing there. And it's just crazy, like, you know, that it's just so much things going on right now, and the kids, they don't learn from, you know, what they read. They learn from what they see on television. Right. They learn from what they see in front of them. If a guy, not all boys, this is not all boys, okay?
Right.
If they see their father hitting on their mother, you know, some of them gonna try to stop it, or some of them gonna be like, oh, this is natural because I've always seen it. They're gonna grow up hitting women. You feel me? Or they'll just go ahead and do something pertaining to a woman.
Or the kids would just, you know, be scared, not know what's going on.
Exactly, because they can't speak up, and they're going to be scarred, because either they're getting hit too, and their mother is getting hit, and they can't do nothing about it because they're too small. Right. And I just really I feel for me. Yeah. I feel for a lot of shit that's going on in this society, and I tell you, I got a son. You know, well, not an actual son that I could see, but he lives in North Carolina. His name's Carlos, and he's going through it right now. He'd be like, "Ma, can I have some money for this so I can get a hotel?" Ma, like, he's going through it, and he shows me, of course, you know, what he's going through, and I just like, he's gonna be here with me in Chicago when I get my apartment. And he's gonna be living with me. I don't give a fuck. Like, he's gonna be living with me, and I told him that when I get this apartment, you're coming to stay with me, and you're gonna live with me. I'm gonna help you get a job. He's like, I promise, Ma, you're not gonna do this all alone. I'm like, I know. For right now, we're working. We're both gonna work hard, and we're gonna work towards what we need. And I'm such a giving person. I have such a big heart that I will go ahead, and, you know, I took him under my wing. So it's the fact that everybody don't got it. Everybody's put in the system, separated from their siblings. They don't have their sibling at all. Some have their siblings, but they're separated. And it's just the fact that how we're growing up, how the society is, how the schools are, how the government is, how the LGBT community is, how girls are resembling themselves.
We live in a narcissistic society.
Yes, how everybody is literally put in a category which is not needed, and separating. It's like me. Separating my food because I don't want it to touch. It's literally like us not want to touch LGBT community because they're gay, they're straight, they're gay, they're bi, they're all this, and they don't want to get, as they say, cooties. You feel me? Because if they touch you, they feel as though they're going to get the gayness. You feel me? Because a lot of people said that if I touch a gay, I don't want that gay rubbing off on me. That doesn't rub off. It's not a choice. It's none of that. Every single topic we talked about tonight is every single thing. We did not go ahead and go off a topic topic of nothing. As you guys heard, we went back on topic of everything because everything is an issue in this world. From you to now, to pedophile, to murderer, to LGBT community, to fucking abuse, to everything, to drugs addiction. We literally cover every fucking thing there is in not in Chicago, sorry, and the freaking world, everything. Right. And it's just sad because it's just so fucking sad that you have to now like have this persona like you a freaking movie star. You gotta spend $100.
But that's everybody. Day. We are personas.
Exactly.
That's what we are.
And we just cannot like people like us that we know
motherfuckers, everybody's so stuck in the motherfucking matrix.
Yeah.
Understand that this right here, this is an avatar. This ain't nothing. This is not you. This is not you. Right. You are a spirit.
Yeah.
Or a soul, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, your mind is controlling your body.
Yeah, true. Yes.
You know?
With a lot of nerves in your backs and everything. And it's just the fact that, like, you know, it's, you know, I just feel as though,
you know what else is the issue?
What?
Motherfuckers. Hold on, my bad. Give me.
It's cool.
When you trying to get some trees, my bad. But what was I just saying? God damn, I hate when people disrupt me.
When you have
it wasn't you, it was them.
When you have like, you know, what else is an issue? And I was like, what? You said when people
when people care about their physical appearance so much.
Like gymaholics. I'm not doubting gymaholics and I'm not, you know, bashing you guys, but enough is enough with the bodybuilding. And you feel me? You don't gotta be that big. You ain't gotta be that bulky.
Yo, on some real shit.
You ain't gotta be that.
I don't know about you, but that shit scared me.
That it scares me too because, bro,
and it goes both ways with men and women. Like they both look scary to me.
And looks like your veins are literally gonna pop out your skin. It looks like you're gonna literally rip into like two. Like that does scares me too because you ain't gotta be that big and bulky. I understand you love fitness, okay, but you do not have to be that big because you know that's harmful to your body. I understand that you want to be that way, but let's get it right now. Some people do not work out naturally and then get that big. They use steroids, and that's not good for you. And you just be doing that shit, and that's not good for your body. That shit is gonna shut down. You're gonna shut down,
right?
And that's not natural. But some people, yes, they're natural with it. They just want to be big and bulky and veins popping.
Cool, whatever. I mean, you like what you like, but I'm letting y'all motherfuckers know that y'all look scary to me.
I don't give a damn. I couldn't date nobody like that. I'm sorry. Y'all are scary to me. And your veins is the only veins I need to see is if you if your hands and your
now that I like that.
Yes.
I like that. But I'm talking right. Your pecs look like titties.
Yes, and they're out here.
Yeah, I'm like, hold up, nigga. That's scary, nigga. I ain't trying to baby. I ain't trying to see that.
No. I can't do that. I cannot do that. I'm sorry.
It's like yeah, y'all see it? Yeah. I ain't trying to see that shit, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
And then the girls that's bulky too, they can't even wear a freaking swim thing because it looks so big.
I think the women look more scary. Or is it just me?
No. It's not just you.
I was about to say, I thought it was just me. Because honestly, I think the women look scarier.
Yes, they do. They really do. And
I ain't gonna fuck with that bitch. I'll tell you that much. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong to her. I'll tell you that much. Babe, I ain't gonna like I ain't even gonna flex or nothing. Like, bitch, I ain't trying to fuck with you.
I couldn't even do it. I literally could not just sit there and and look. I mean, I just couldn't sit there and just talk to a person that's that big. I wouldn't know what to say. I'll probably be silent the whole time and probably be staring in shock because I love health. For me, like
Right.
I've been eating, not so healthy foods. I'm not gonna say I'm all healthy all the time, but I do like certain things that are healthy, and I do make my own salads. I'm a cook. I cook. I love cooking. My shit is yes. I haven't had a complaint yet, and if there's something wrong with it, shit, I fix it the next time. But
Right.
other than that, it's like I cook. I love salads. I love smoothies, healthy smoothies at that. So it's the fact that you can still be fit, you can still do all the things right, but just ain't gotta be that fucking big. Like you said, you like what you like, but come on.
Yeah, like
You wanna throw me.
what the fuck? Are you doing way too
Don't
much?
throw me. I'm 4'11. I'm 4'11. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah, but you said you like to cook, right?
Oh yeah, I love
So
cooking.
so
Yeah.
what you like to cook? What's your
Um,
what's your favorite type of dish to cook?
so yeah, so like I love pasta. Oh my god, I love pasta. But I can cook a lot of other things, but mainly I love cooking pasta. I could do like rigatoni. I could do like stuff like that. Like I'm getting into the point now where I'm gonna be making it from scratch. So I'm gonna be making the noodles from scratch instead of boxes because it's more fresher, it's more
Yeah.
good that way. So and you ain't got all that stuff in there. So of course it's more fresher. So I'm gonna start doing that. But pasta, I like it. But I can cook baked chicken, fried chicken. I can cook greens from scratch. I can like hand pick them, like you picking them, and you actually putting flavor in it. That type. Like I can do like I used to work at a sushi place. I know how to do sushi. I know how to do like different forms of
I
stuff.
love me some of that shit.
Oh yeah, I love sushi.
I ain't
I
even
love
yo,
it.
like, I know that was written. I know
I
that was
love
written,
it.
but when you said, look, listen, when you said the word sushi, it triggered me.
Yes.
It triggered me a little bit. But you know what? I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you one thing. I stopped eating that shit. And I'm gonna tell you
Mm.
why I stopped eating that shit.
Oh man, don't even let down because I love sushi. I don't know if I'm ready. Oh, but
Bitch, I wasn't ready, bitch. I was not ready. That's my favorite thing to eat.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna fuck it up for you. I don't care.
You
You
know
can hate
what?
me, love me. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna
You know
tell you.
what? You know what? Chipotle already fucked up chicken for me. And
Oh,
I
what
can't
happened? What happened? Tell me what happened.
I get so I used to work at Chipotle um and I ate chicken from Chipotle because I wanted a chicken bowl. And I guess that day,
Hold up, bitch. I had me one too. What you about to tell me?
I guess
But
I
it's
guess
been a
that
long time for me though.
yes, me too. I just had my first bowl like a couple of weeks ago, but
Uh-huh.
it wasn't chicken. So
Bitch, what?
it was so basically I used to work at Chipotle and I was on my break. So I was like, oh shit, I might as well try a chicken bowl. Never had it before.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to know what the crave is about. I go ahead, I order myself some chicken and everything, the chicken bowl, whatever the fuck I want to put in it. I'm on my break, I'm eating the bitch, like, okay. I'm on my FaceTime call, whatever. I'm just, whatever. I'm feeling normal. But then it's like I felt off after I ate it. Cause that whole day I felt good. But after I ate that, I felt off. So okay, I'm tweaking. I get off of my shift, I go home. This one I didn't have a car. I get on the bus, go home. And then when I get home, my mama's fixing pasta. And this is one of the reasons why I can't eat that pasta today. And it's because I ate that when I ate that from Chipotle. I get home and I'm sitting at the table at the kitchen island, my kitchen, and when my mom turns around, she's like doing something with the coffee or whatever, and she's talking to me. I'm just like, and she was like, oh yeah, go ahead and eat the food. We just made the pasta. I'm like, oh yeah, I love this pasta. I get it. I'm eating it, and then something they found. I'm like, hold on. And then she told, I'm like, what? And I threw up, and I'm just like, fuck. I had this really bad food poisoning.
What
And
from
now
what?
from the chicken from Chipotle. Like I said, after I ate that, I literally felt sick. I did not eat nothing that day. I remember it vividly. I ate nothing that day that was prior to that.
Yo, on some real shit.
So, yeah.
I remember when I did try a chicken bowl.
Exactly. Right.
Chipotle. It did make me sick. And I didn't even eat the whole thing.
I didn't either. But I got it so severely to when I thought that I was good. When that shit was over with, I was like, okay, cool. I went to go eat me a piece of chicken that was baked, spit that shit right out. And I think I threw up or something, but I spit that shit out. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I used to love chicken. What the fuck? The only places I can eat chicken now is literally Popeyes, Harold's, and it's a specific and this place called Wings and Fins here in Chicago.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know all those places. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think those are the three.
They got Harold's out here too. I never tried it yet though.
It's really good. It's really good. That's literally what Chicago. If y'all ever come to Chicago, y'all never been to Chicago, go to Harold's. Harold's is literally Harold's and Beggars. I'm not Beggars, sorry. Harold's and Giordano's Pizza. Giordano's Pizza and Harold's are literally the two things that people come up here for, and our hot dogs. Because you're not gonna be a freaking Chicago tourist if you don't go to those places, if you don't get a Chicago hot dog, and if you do not get the pizza, and if you do not get the Harold's, because you have not been to Chicago if you ever not had those things. And those things are good. So you have to have that, and you got to put the mouse sauce on the chicken, and you got to have your little, if you prefer mouse sauce on the fries, then go for it. But if you want the mouse sauce on the side, do that too, and you can dip it in there and see how it tastes. Because I'm telling you,
that shit that good.
Bro, I'm telling you, every time when I see somebody that was from Chicago that I don't even know, but I am following, they be like, bro, every time I come to Chicago, I get Harold's. That's all I fucking see.
Now
every
I'm gonna get me some Harold's.
I'm serious. Every time we leave and come back, we go to Harold's, or we go ahead and get that Giordano's pizza, because they ain't nothing like that home loving cooking from the restaurant of your childhood.
Hold on, sis. I'm gonna pause this real quick. We men outside.
Okay.
I know we about to switch up the subject a little bit, y'all, but check this out. Motherfuckers be having some weird ass weed men, right?
Tell me about
some weird ass. They be trying to flirt. They be trying to do this. Man, my motherfucking weed man so trill. Let me tell you. I was just talking about how we were just talking about how like the separation with racists and gays and all that shit. It's about population control. The Europeans about to leave this earth soon, bruh. The Europeans the whole European race. They about to.
I just tweet. Go ahead.
I know. I just peeped it. He's so crazy. Oh, he's so crazy. But they basically about to, vanish because the sun. Their skin, the light skin, this right here is not good for the sun. The sun will burn this shit off. But you know that whatchamacallit? Did you hear about Bill Gates trying to block the sun? Oh, are you serious?
What the fuck? Why the nigga trying to block? See, everybody trying. Why you listen. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Let me. Oh my God. Okay, so look, do not tamper with anything that don't need to be tampered with. Like I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like K22, y'all motherfuckers disturbed his ass when he was asleep. And then y'all wanted to, like, for years y'all was trying to find a freaking Loch Ness monster, and then for another years y'all trying to go looking for something, and then y'all want to go to the Bermuda Triangle, and then y'all just want to go ahead and disappear and like, oh, I just want to go swim with fun. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I actually want to go do that, but I might come missing, so I ain't gonna do that. But anyways, y'all want to go ahead and explore the Bermuda Triangle. Y'all want to go mess with the resting places of 1,000 years of people. Y'all want to go see if it's a Blair Witch Project somewhere. But that's just white people. But you know what? I want to go do that too. I ain't gonna hold you. But listen, you want to block the sun, my guy? Do you know what the hell that might do to us? Like, come on. How the hell you gonna block the sun? You can't. You can't block the sun. Because you know why? You're gonna burn. You're gonna burn. You're going to burn because it is so hot. You cannot even go near it. It's so bright and so hot. Nobody goes near it. Even the astronauts, God forbid, any of them might have burned during the sun if they got caught. But that bitch is bright. You cannot see. Your ass will go burn. So how the hell you want to block the sun if you cannot even touch it? If you can't even go near it? That bitch is literally hell in the sky. It's literally hell in space. Seriously. That bitch is hell in space. How the hell is he gonna go into space and block the sun? Like literally think about that. Like, that's dumb. That is literally dumb to the fullest capacity. If you literally go and try to do that, you're literally having a death wish on yourself, because nobody in the humane of history could ever, I don't care if you think that you're confident enough, and even if you did the calculations, you're gonna burn. Like, what? Y'all are crazy. Y'all wanted that. Like, damn. Y'all wanted that.
Right. Shit crazy as fuck.
They definitely want to die out here. You know what? Y'all people funny. Y'all are funny. I love our people. I love our race, our species. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. And you know what? I'm one of those motherfuckers that want to explore abandoned buildings and shit like that. That's me. That's what I do. Mm-hmm. But other than that, like, bro.
Now you see all these people trying to pay these millions of dollars to go to Mars.
Listen, okay, Mars was. You know what? You know what? You know what?
Hell no.
I don't know what to say about y'all, because it's funny. Like, it's just hilarious how people think they can do certain things. You cannot do the unimaginable. You cannot do the unimaginable. The up there, you feel me? You cannot go in the ocean in a certain depth, but one person did, and you know what happened to him? He died, because our bodies cannot handle that type of
pressure.
That type of pressure, yes, type of pressure, and if you have to literally be trained to the T for that extracurricular activity. And if for you to say that you want to go to Mars and you're paying for going to Mars,
I'm good, bro. Yo, God, I'll tell you what, I'm good on that.
But look, listen, twin. Let's see. Are we able to have somebody join the call? Are we?
You said join the call?
Mm-hmm.
Who we gonna have join the call?
Now.
Who? No, I'm just curious.
My ex-fiance, but he is great with politics. He's all into it. He likes that. So I think that he would be a good, aspect of it.
Girl, if we about to do that, I'm gonna have to roll up a blunt or something.
You can do that. Go. I'm
gonna have to roll up a blunt or something.
Yeah. Hey, do that. You want to do that?
Hold on, pause.
Because I got my drink and I got my stuff over there. So
okay.
We on the same side. I got my here.
Oh, let's do this. We're so damn crazy. Hell no. Y'all would see. I told y'all that reunion was about to be crazy, y'all. Y'all about to do.
I told y'all this is. I love this girl. You know how much I love this girl, and I do love her, even though her and I have not spoken like that. And we do speak. Don't get it twisted.
We feel that connection.
We have this. We do. And
it's the chemistry for me.
It really is. And when I go back to where she is, and when I go back to, you know, visiting you, like, we gotta go ahead and do something. Like, to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck if it's just we going, you know, to eat. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know, she is like awesome. Like,
well,
you know,
I'll tell you right now, you more than welcome to come to Atlanta and come see me.
Of course. And you are more welcome. When I get my apartment, you can literally come and stay with me and my son when he comes here. If he's with me, and I can introduce you to him, like, oh, that, like, you are so much mi familia. You are my family. So I don't care. Like, you know, I look out for my family, and you guys out there know, like, you know, anybody knows me. I am a diehard person that literally loves my friends. If I think that they're loyal to me, I'm deaf loyal to them. So I'm definitely loyal to this girl.
And we are family regardless, because at the end of the day, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, everybody from the islands.
Yeah.
We are the same people.
We're
just different tribes.
Yes, we're here. I am Native American, Irish, Dominican, German, like, you know, all type of shit.
Exactly.
And I'm all into all of that. And every time when someone asks me what my race, I just say African, because I don't feel like saying all that. You know, who wants to say everything? You feel me?
Right.
So I just say I'm either mixed or I just say I'm African American. Fuck it. Because
see, between you and I ain't got that issue like that. I'm Puerto Rican and Colombian, so that's sometimes I'll just say Puerto Rican, or I'll just say Colombian, because motherfuckers get on my nerves.
Yeah,
you know,
to be honest, but like sometimes they'll like be like, damn, you mixed. They'll just know, you know, from the start with me. I don't gotta say all that, you know. Like, I'll be walking and someone be like, they can just talk to me and they be like, oh shit.
Nah,
like,
but hold on. Since we about to get hella serious and we about to have somebody join the call, let me go get the blunts, let me go get the trees, let me go get all that, cause this shit about to get serious.
This is about to be good.
This shit about to, all right, let me.
In the gym like a 9 to 5, and you're working overtime just to get it right. Nothing they can tell you now, no, they can't deny. They can't deny.